Alright, everybody, how are you all doing tonight? Hope everyone's well. I hope everyone's well. I'll come in here. Hope you're all doing well tonight, people. A bit rubbish weather today, but it's the time of year again, so yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, hope everyone's well tonight anyway. So I've been hearing about some drink or something. Kratom it's called or something. I don't know, apparently it's some plant or something that can have some, like, kind of, it's meant to be like apparently it's not very safe or something. Hello, Alexandra, how you doing? Hope you're doing well, thank you for the like. So I don't really know too much about it, but yeah, hello, Amy, how you doing? Hello, Yesenia Costilla, how you doing? I was just talking about there's this drink called Kratom or something, and apparently FDA is warning people not to take it because of the risks of serious adverse events, including liver toxicity, seizures, and substance use disorder. I don't know if it's available in the UK or whatever, but it's not creatine. It's something called Kratom. It's Kratom. I think I watched a video where somebody talked about having some nasty effects of it and they become addicted to it. It's kind of like seen as like a drug. So, but it's made from some leaves or something called kratom. Apparently, it's indigenous to Cambodia, Thailand, Indonesia, Malaysia, Myanmar, and Papua New Guinea, where its dark green, glossy leaves known as kratom have been used. So yeah, it's legal in the UK. It says it's prohibited under the Psychoactive Substances Act 2016, which broadly bans any substances that produces a psychoactive effect. So yeah, so it looks like it's been banned. But why is alcohol allowed then? You know, isn't alcohol considered as a drug? This is what I don't get, because isn't alcohol dangerous, right? Why are they cracking down on that, but yeah, allow alcohol? I mean, seems like a double standard to me, but I don't know. Maybe someone can explain to me why is it that things like that are banned by the FDA, but yet things like alcohol, which are known to alter people's minds. You know, people change when they drink alcohol, and at times people, you know, it lowers people's inhibitions, and it can be quite dangerous. So why is that not banned? So, like, I don't know. Like, you'd think that they would stop, you know, if they actually care about, you know, people not having psychoactive substances, then why isn't alcohol not on that list? Like, maybe somebody could explain that to me, because to me, alcohol is probably one of the most addictive and most dangerous drugs out there. I mean, it's like, how many lives is it claimed, directly or indirectly? You know, sometimes either through the thing itself causing health problems, whether that be liver disease, heart disease, etc., or whether that be the effects that it has on other people. You know, when other people are affected by other people who've been drinking a lot of alcohol and stuff. So, yeah, hello Kayla, how you doing? I hope you're well. Welcome to my live. Nice to meet you all. Or you have cancer, or sorry to hear about that. But like I was saying about, you know, if they're going to ban things like Kratom or other things, well, in the UK they ban things like weed, for example, but yet they don't ban alcohol. Why isn't alcohol on that list? Why is alcohol allowed then? Like, I don't understand, like, why isn't alcohol considered as a psychoactive drug? Isn't it technically a psychoactive drug because it alters the brain, you know? Hello Serena, how you doing? So this is what I mean, like, it's just, we're in this system where it's like, oh, you can have this psychoactive substance, but you can't have that psychoactive substance. You know? They don't let people get access to medical marijuana that can actually help with people's pain in some cases, potentially. But yet they'll let people drink themselves to death on alcohol. I think something's not quite right about that, don't you think? So, yeah, I don't really know too much about this Kratom thing. I've heard it could be dangerous, but so many things are dangerous that are being sold. I mean, you've also got things like smoking. Now, that's not really, you could argue that's not really psychoactive necessarily. Although the nicotine can sort of like be considered as a bit like a drug. I mean, caffeine's kind of like a drug as well, right? It's a stimulant. So shouldn't that also be kind of, I mean, where do you draw the line, like, with this sort of stuff, you know? Anyway, well, I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Welcome in here. If you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. I am live every day, so yeah. So maybe someone can explain this to me, you know? Why is it that alcohol's not banned, but yet other psychoactive substances are banned? Because it claims that many lives does alcohol. And, you know, it's just, yeah. I just don't understand, like, I guess the real reason is because it makes them a lot of money. Whereas if there's something more natural, then it doesn't really make them money. Like, for example, if people are growing their own cannabis, it doesn't get them money then, does it? It doesn't get them, you know, tax money, does it? So unless they had a way of, you know, like, taxing it, then, yeah. I'm not too bad, thank you. How you doing? I'm just saying that how, like, they say, you know, in the UK, where it says psychoactive drugs are banned or prohibited or whatever. So why isn't alcohol part of that same category then, when alcohol is a psychoactive drug? Alcohol has psychoactive effects. It alters how people think, and so therefore it's psychoactive. It has mind-altering effects. Otherwise, why would people drink it? Because most people don't exactly like the taste of it. They drink it because it has a mind-altering effect. So why isn't that banned? Why ban things like cannabis or other things? Or this new thing that's come out, Kratom, which maybe is quite bad, but the point is that they're allowing people to sell alcohol. You know? Why? Why are they letting that happen? Because I think it's all to do with because they can profit from it. You know, they can get tax money off things like alcohol. Now, I suppose they could do it off things like kratom as well, but I guess they'd have to kind of approve it or whatever bullshit. But it's I just find it all like a double standard where it's like it's okay to have certain psychoactive substances, but then not others. So I'm wondering what your thoughts are on that. What's easy as shit to get? Yeah, and about like alcohol and stuff. I mean, they let anyone. It's like, yeah, you need to have like a sole ID to get alcohol, whatever. But then you could always just get your parents to get you alcohol, or some older relative, an older, whatever, somebody that you know that's older to get you it, So it is easy to get your hands on. So why is it that they don't crack down on that then? Why don't they prohibit selling alcohol? I mean, you could say then the fucking economy would fucking fall apart, basically. Like, I don't know, it'd be interesting if, like, what if they stopped selling alcohol then? Yeah, like nightclubs that all shut down and well, you don't need ID, high heels and a mask and they just let you buy it, oh really? All right. Yeah. Well, I don't know, it's just, you could say, well, if they stopped, people from selling alcohol, every pub would just shut down basically, and basically nightlife would pretty much shut down. Like everything would all just kind of die. But maybe it should do, maybe that's a good thing. I don't know. Maybe we need to kind of figure something out, really. The thing is, why do people need to get drunk in order to like have a good time and have a laugh and whatever? I don't really get why that's such a central part of it all. Getting drunk, like that's becomes like the central thing of it. But to me, I just don't really get that. It's just I forgot a comma between ID and high heels. What do you mean? I don't know what you mean by that, but why is it that it all has to be centered around alcohol consumption? Like going out anywhere, it's like if you want to go to a bar, then everyone's all drinking alcohol pretty much, and the 99% of them are anyway. If someone goes to some party or whatever, then it's all about drinking. It's all about boozing. It's like, I'm just not into all that shit. And most of the people that are into that, I'm just not into either, because I just find that, I don't know, everyone's all just kind of conformist and just going along to get along kind of thing. They think that if they just go along with that, then they're gonna be popular or whatever, and I'm just not interested. I couldn't care less about any of that shit. So I just end up kind of spending most of the time by myself, really, and I'm fine with that. It's about quality over quantity when it comes to people, I think, and just, yeah. All right, Mum, how you doing? I was just saying, with psychoactive drugs, why isn't alcohol then considered as a psychoactive drug? Because you could say, well, if we stopped people from selling alcohol, then it'd all just, basically, the whole system would basically fall apart, because everybody's lives are all around alcohol, so, revolve around having alcohol. Did you? Oh, cool. I've not been well today. Got a throat infection, so I feel rough to say the least. But at least I'm not smoking, which is a good thing. It might help me quit here, hopefully. You've got to try and see a positive in everything, haven't you, really? Are you still down to call on Sunday then, or what? You'll have to let me know about that. Because I look forward to catching up again. But yeah, I've just been getting some there was this channel, and not gonna name the name, but yeah, basically they were commenting on my video again, and yeah, I mean they're trying to make out like I'm a beginner and all this crap. And all right, Haley, how you doing? Hope you're well. It's just they're just saying some quite nasty shit, really, and just trying to put me down with what I'm doing and stuff, and just hello Greasy, how you doing? But I was thinking about trying to make a response to them or whatever, but I really can't even be bothered, to be honest. I'm just like, you know what, it's like they're gonna say what they'll say and whatever, just leave them to it, I guess. Yeah, I haven't sorted that out yet. I mean, I've just got some of the glass, but yeah, I've got some. I mean, I've coloured some, but I'm not sure. Like, I need if I'm going to make a few coasters, I need to get quite a few a bit of it, really. So, but I should be sorting that out next week. So try and get it all ready next week. So yeah, so I have to try and get a few made. So then because I have to have 4 in a set, basically. And they usually sell them in sets or something. Or you're pasting right now, okay. Hope everyone's well tonight. Share this out if you can. But yeah, I know that sometimes my form isn't the best. Whatever, just sometimes I'm just trying to do max out on a certain lift or something, and when you're maxing out, then generally you're not going to have the best form. That's just the way it is. Just trying to slow it down now. Okay. All right. So hope you've all had a good day, people. My hair's a bit messed up. I'm probably gonna get it cut tomorrow. So yeah, it's just the way that it's been raining and stuff. So yeah, it got a bit wet earlier. So anyway, but I'm just saying about why is it that life has to revolve around drinking alcohol? Like I said, that why are it's like all these things, like people go to events or whatever. Let's say they go, even say like festivals and things like that. Everyone's drinking alcohol. You go to a bar, everyone's drinking alcohol. Apparently there's less people drinking alcohol now, but it's still a lot of people that are drinking alcohol, and it's a lot of people, their life revolves around drinking alcohol. They live for it. They live, as soon as the weekend comes around, then it's all about going out boozing. Hello, Tiger, how you doing? I'm just saying I'm just not interested in all that. Oh, Smiths. I never got into Smiths. I think I heard that the singer out of it was a bit of a wanker, to be honest. What is it called? Morrissey. Yeah. I don't know, he was apparently a bit of a wanker or something, I heard. I agree. I think I've seen you at PJ. Who's PJ? I don't know. I don't know really, but I only drink if I go out and even then I don't drink too much. Yeah, but it's like people then they don't know when to stop. They just it's this whole kind of attitude of like, you know, live fast, die young kind of thing, and just but then it becomes a dependency thing, and I don't think that's healthy to be like. A lot of the time there's different reasons for it. Sometimes it's escapism, sometimes it's sometimes Dutch courage or whatever, and which is fake confidence. Oh, ABBA. Oh yeah, the Dancing Queen and yeah, Mamma Mia and all that shit. Yeah, I can't get into all that stuff really, but yeah. Anyway, thank you for joining me tonight, everybody. Oh yeah, so I was like, oh, you're like Gert, that person, man, that you were like sent here one time, and so I went to her live actually, and there was like nothing going on. It was just like it's like okay. What's the point of this? Well, it's good that we get supporters and stuff. Because some people just like, they come once or twice and then they just never come again. And I'm like, well, that can feel a bit like you're just being kind of abandoned. Which is not really nice, but, you know, it is the way it is. You're going to get those kind of people who just, they seem really supportive. They make out like they're these super supportive people, and then suddenly they've disappeared off the face of the earth. You know, I know sometimes people move on to different things or whatever, but it's like, I don't know, it would be nice if they could just pop by once in a while, or but it's like people just then forget about you. You know, things happen in their life and then they just disappear, you know? Or they just move on to the next thing or whatever. Not very loyal. But that's the thing, we're in this age of just kind of, there's a lack of loyalty really, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's with, you know, supporters or whatever it might be, that a lot of times they're just not very loyal, to say the least. And when it comes to relationships where someone would just, you know, ruin a relationship with one stupid mistake, that one stupid thing that they did just completely ruined the relationship because, you know, they just kind of, they never thought about, you know, doing the right thing. It was always about me, you know. It's not about how would they feel. And I think that sometimes some people might only be loyal because they're afraid of getting caught or something. So they're not like genuinely loyal people who they're just that way because they're afraid of getting caught. Some people are cowards, so they'll just kind of, yeah, so they're not actually like genuinely loyal and faithful. But yeah, well, yeah, that's the thing. You've got to try and kind of appreciate what you do have. That's the thing. It's like sometimes it's quality over quantity and all that, but yeah, there are times where I just kind of get off because it's just pointless. Like this morning, I tried coming on, and I guess it just depends on if they send the notifications out or something. Because there's times where I'd come on and then nobody hardly shows up. So sometimes that could be a notification issue or something. And I do come on at random times, I suppose. So maybe I should have a more, Yeah, the problem is if I have a specific schedule, I found that was a bit stressful in a way. Hello, Mego. I only have a few drinks once in a while. Like for instance, I have family coming to visit me, so I will have a drink. But why do you need to have a drink for that though? I mean, if you want to, that's okay. But it's like, why is that necessary though? I mean, I don't know. Like, it's like this whole social drinking thing where it's like, oh, I'm having a party, so I'm just gonna have some drinks. It's like I don't know, like I don't understand that like mentality. Is it just because other people are doing it, so you feel like you should join in? But yeah, quality over quantity, yeah. So anyway, I need to try and get back into busking and stuff, but I need to try and tend to drift in and out on channels, having this backup channel. Why? What do you mean? Thank you for the likes, everybody. So yeah, maybe I need to be a bit more like outgoing or extroverted or whatever. It can be difficult when you're a bit more introverted because like when you're performing and you're in a sort of public situation, then it's about trying to like leave an impact, and you want to come across like this cool kind of confident person. But then when you're displaying that a kind of maybe a bit timid or maybe just not very outgoing or whatever, that can people are not going to resonate with that very much, are they? They're just going to be like, whatever. So even if your performance was like pretty good, it's like there's other people out there that have good performances and stuff, and they have a certain kind of personality about them. So you're competing against other people when you're doing this stuff, and you got to think, well, what is it can really set me apart? I need to have something. I need to have a certain charisma or something that's yeah. I don't have to drink because others are. I'm happy on water sometimes. Yeah. Water. Yeah, water's good. Yeah, it's hydrating, and yeah. Nothing beats water when you're just like thirsty, A lot of YouTubers hate me for some reason as I display autism. Yeah, I mean, I think hate's a strong word, but there is some people out there that can be quite nasty, and yeah. Well, I'm on the spectrum, and yeah, it's I'm a bit different, I guess. I did go to a group for like neurodiversity, but I went for a while and I kind of just got a bit sick of it. I went for about a year or so. I think both me and your dad are quite introverted. Your dad's not quite so much as me, though. Yeah, I think he's sort of like a bit more, like he can be quite social in some situations, but yeah. But it's just kind of like trying to just break out of that because that seems to be the limiting factor. It could have been some of the song choices, but I've tried different songs actually. I've tried I've tried a few more like commercial type of songs, right? And it didn't really to make that much of a difference, if any. In fact, sometimes I actually did well with some of the more alternative songs, and people actually sent money for that. So it's hard to really tell what the best song to do is, because I could play one song and then it does well one time, and then the next time it doesn't. It's just one of those things. So it's hard to really know what songs to do at times, because yeah, but I think a lot of it just is more down to like my you have to have like a certain stage presence, if you will. You have to put that across that star quality of like, instead of being this kind of awkward timid person, because that is not someone that is projecting being a star. There's this whole like fake it till you make it thing. Like I guess you've got to go out there with the mindset of like, I'm performing in front of 1 million people. I mean, technically there's going to be thousands of people that walk past you, so you have to kind of, I guess you could have in your mind that you're performing into like a group of people that are a big group of people that are all your fans and stuff. So maybe just kind of visualizing and doing things beforehand, some meditations to kind of like get into your head that I'm the star and I'm performing to all my fans, and that's going to then attract that sort of energy of people becoming fans and becoming supporters of you. So I do find that, say, if I'm going live on here and I'm coming on with like a negative mentality, that just ends up bringing negative people, and just, yeah, it's not going to go very well. But if I come on with a more positive mentality, then chances are it's going to do a bit better. People are going to want to hang around more, I guess, if I'm more upbeat and more positive. I mean, it's not always going to be the case, but it's going to help. But yeah, big kids, yeah, I know that's the thing, but it's like, but I see society as stupid though, to be honest. Like they might think that we're whatever, but I look at society and the way society acts at times, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, at times I find society kind of weird and just doesn't make any sense. I mean, I suppose it kind of makes sense when you really kind of like get into it. Like, for example, things such as people buying a bunch of shit that they don't need to impress people that don't care. Like, this is what a lot of people do in society. You know, they're trying to get the latest iPhone, the latest this, that, and the other, and they're trying to impress these people that don't care about them. Why are you doing that? Person's opinion matter to you more than your own opinion of yourself? You know, that's the thing, relying on external validation. But if your group of people require you to have certain possessions, then you're in the wrong group. Maybe you should find people that are more non-judgmental and don't care about any of that stuff. Oh yeah, you got the notification after, yeah, unsubbing and resubbing. Yeah, it's just kind of annoying with all the shit, really, isn't it? But it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Wasn't it missed off start of that? What? Sorry, I don't know what you mean. What are you talking about? Hope everyone's doing well tonight anyway. But yeah, talking about a positive mindset, I guess if I go out with positive intentions and stuff, then maybe that's going to help me to achieve a positive outcome. Now, there are things that are outside of your control, but it's like it's going to increase your chances of a positive outcome happening. So yeah, it's just anyway, I hope you're all well tonight, everybody. Anyway, so I went on the scales at the gym earlier. I'm about 16 stone now. So yeah, I'm getting pretty fucking big now. So yeah, it's been really just like grinding it out and just, yeah. Goodness. So how we doing, everybody? Hope you're all well. Is everybody okay? It's quite windy out there at the moment, so yeah, I don't know whether to restart the live because yeah, it's kind of a bit quiet now. So, what do you guys think? Should I restart? Hello, Daisy May. How you doing? Hope you well. Are you going live later? Oh yeah, I was trying to do this Jeff curl earlier at the gym for the first time. But yeah, it's I just used the barbell without any added weights on it, just to kind of get used to how it feels. I already had a good day today. Okay. All right, I'm gonna restart, guys.